under the central nervous system, we have the brain and the spinal cord. So these things are connected. You understand? Now, also lined by the three layers, which are called the meninges. And then another thing that is found under the central nervous system is what? The spinal cord. Are you with me? It is the what? The spinal cord. How is the spinal cord now protected? Mind you, the bones that are here, that's not the spinal cord. That's the spine. The cord is the one that is found running in the central canal. So la muscular protection. One, your spinal cord is covered by your vertebral column. You learned about this in grade 10, that the bones, right? These bones, the way that protect your spinal cord. Number two, the cerebrospinal fluid. That means cerebrospinal fluid is also found circulating on the spinal cord. And then the third one, it is also lined by the meninges. You know what you think is happening when someone has meningitis? Huh? Meningitis is the inflammation of meninges. You understand? That's why when they want to check if there is something happening on your meninges, they do what is called lumbar puncture, whereby they insert a needle on your spine to draw the cerebrospinal fluid. They just insert a needle here, and then they draw this fluid to examine the fluid if is there any grayish or discoloration in the cord. But these two things, they link. Okay, with central nervous system. Another branch of the nervous system, we have the peripheral nervous system. The word peri in life sciences, it means there is something that is running around. Do you understand? You know all the muscles of pericardium, periosteum, all those things that start with peri, it means there is something that is running around. Do you understand? This is your brain. Your brain is connected to your spinal cord. Are you with me? Now in your brain, there are nerves that move from your brain to different parts of the body, and there are nerves that emerge from the spinal cord to different parts of the body. You understand it? Now the nerves that move from your brain to different parts of the body, those nerves are referred to as the cranial what? Nerves. And the nerves that moves around the spinal cord to different parts of the body, those nerves are referred to as the what? The spinal nerves. We have on two cranial nerves, no spinal nerves. They are found around the central nervous system. Meaning that the cranial nerves and the spinal nerves, they make up the peripheral nervous system. They are part of the peripheral nervous system. I said the word peri means what? Peri means what? Around. Do you understand? So they are saying around the central nervous system, we get the cranial nerves that emerge from the from the brain to different parts of the body, and the one that emerge from the spinal cord. Says one name. Say it like that. This is not the cranial nerves and the spinal nerves. I'm not saying it's a branch. No, I'm trying to explain that when you talk of peripheral nervous system, you will find nerves. You understand? You will find what? Nerves. We will be talking about what? Nerves. This is a branch of peripheral nervous system. In last code, the branches of peripheral nervous system, somatic nervous system, and we have autonomic. Autonomic what? Nervous system. So we have the somatic nervous system and we have the autonomic nervous system. Those are now the branches of the peripheral nervous system. You understand being short? So say it later. Okay, with that being said, okay, fine, call it somatic nervous system. Is somatic nervous system. Last sitting, it enables the body to react against external stimulus. So when your body is responding towards an external stimulus, you respond by means of somatic nervous system. Let us just make an example of what I mean by saying enables the body to respond against external stimulus. You know, when you're moving from an area that was cool to an area that is cold, yeah?
Yes.
Your skin is going to change. You develop goosebumps, right? The goosebumps that you see in there, that's your response towards the external environment, towards the environment surrounding you. Because you moved from a cool place to a cold place. So the receptors in your skin, they will sense that we have changed from being cool to an area that is cold. So it will react. The receptors that are found here in your skin, they will show you what's the thermoreceptors that are found here, they will sense the temperature. That's no, the temperature is changing. Let us respond. So you are responding against what? External stimulus. Do you understand? So whatever stimulus that comes from external, as I'm talking to you, I'm producing sound waves. So the fact that you can hear, that is a response. The fact that you can see me, what I'm wearing this, that is you responding, because you are responding to an external stimulus. Because when what you see lights. The somatic nervous system, this one, it's a voluntary response. It's a what? A voluntary response. Then we move to autonomic nervous system. That means autonomic nervous system, as this one enables the body to react against the external stimulus, then this one enables the body to react against what? Internal stimulus. And number two, it's an involuntary response. Now, what do I mean when I say it enables the body to react against internal stimulus? Normally people, they always think that the stimulus comes from external only. So between sympathetic and parasympathetic, which nervous system allows you to respond against internal stimulus? Which one is involuntary? It should be both, because I said sympathetic nervous system and parasympathetic nervous system are a branch of autonomic. So autonomic enables the body to react against the internal stimulus. So now it's internal stimulus. Now it's external stimulus. If it's involuntary response on autonomic, it should be involuntary response. It should be involuntary response. Everything. Yes. Now, what you must know about the sympathetic nervous system, it works during emergency situations. Remember, when I say it works during emergency situations, remember I taught you endocrine and homeostasis. Yeah? There is this hormone that works during emergency, fight or flight. What is that hormone? Adrenaline. So, whatever thing that is done by the sympathetic nerves, the adrenaline is doing the same thing. Are you with me? So when we say it works during emergency situations, so when you're facing an emergency, the nervous system that will be taking over is the sympathetic nervous system, preparing you for fight or what? Flight.